Hello everyone, today I'm coming at you with our first update to the Lego wall. We have a massive haul today. We got 21 new figures adding to the wall. So we'll get started with chronologically the first figures. So to our left we have the original Luke Skywalker from 1999. He's got the yellow face, pretty good prints for the time. Nothing on the back, no alternate head. In the middle, we have the first Qui-Gon Jinn. I believe he's from the year 1999 as well. He looks pretty good too. The face is a little plain, but the hairpiece is good. The cape that I was sent is a little tattered, but it's not bad at all. It's pretty good. No print underneath. And then next we have R5D4. He's got the old style printing for Astromech, so really thin on the top. But pretty solid prints though for the time. Like these early Star Wars figures have been pretty solid, but as we'll soon find out, not all of them are that great. So we'll get on to the next batch. So now we have the Rebel A-Wing pilot on the left, the first one. And that's what I mean. This is not a very great figure. The helmet is just a motorcycle helmet with a little print on the top. The face is pretty bland. No alternate head, which is fairly standard. The print on the torso is pretty simple. The one next to it, the Tusken Raider, I think is actually pretty good. Even though without a head sculpt, the printing on the head is still pretty solid. Let's see if I can get the light a little bit better. He's got some pretty solid back printing too. Gives a nice detail for the belt and bandolier. And on the right we have young Padawan Anakin, so he's got a little braid printed on his torso. It's a pretty solid figure as well. He's got no back printing. The other version came with a cape, so back printing wasn't very necessary, I guess Lego deemed. And we'll get on to the next one. And now we start transitioning to the regular flesh-skinned minifigures. We have a Hoth Han Solo in his blue parka. He's got pretty solid printing too, actually. He's got binoculars and a badge on his torso, bandolier, or his holster on his belt. No back printing. Then we have Episode 3 Anakin, the early version. I think he was like 2005 or 2006, but he's pretty rough. He's got a little headset piece on his face and the old like Luke hairpiece. It's not that great for him. Then on the right we have a really cool one, the original Wookiee warrior. I think this was a fantastic figure. The one thing that these guys are pretty rough on, the paint apps on the head always fade or get rubbed off, and the guy that I got is no exception, unfortunately, but he's still pretty solid. Most of his prints are there. The silver on his bandoliers go all around. It's just the gold on top of the headpiece that's a little worn. And let's get on to the next batch. And now we have a bunch of pilots, starting off with, I think all of these were released around 2006 as well. We have a Rebel B-Wing pilot on the left there in the red, and he suffers the same problem as the A-Wing pilot previously. Just a motorcycle helmet. It doesn't look very good. A little print on the top does a little bit better, but still not fantastic. It's got an updated flesh-colored head with just a smiley face and the simple pilot print on the torso. In the middle, we have Wedge Antilles. Not a fantastic figure. The helmet is not accurate to what Wedge has. He has a green helmet, I believe, than just the regular smiley face. They've done a lot better Wedges since then, but hey, it's nice to add him to the collection. No back printing either on him. Then on the left, we have a fairly decent figure, Tem Num. He looks pretty good. I like his face print. His torso print's also pretty solid. He just has a solid brown X-Wing pilot helmet. He looks pretty solid though. And let's get on to the next wave. All right, now we have 3 more guys. The one on the left is an Imperial Trooper. He came out in the original Death Star set. Pretty simple. They reused the helmet piece for like Veers and a lot of other generals. There's the other version with the black helmet. I think that one looks a lot better. Simple printing on the torso, but it's pretty solid. In the middle, we have Obi-Wan. He's got a headset and cloak and hood. I really like this figure. He's pretty solid. And I always like the Jedi with the cloak pieces. He does not have any back printing either. And then on the right, we have the Newt Gunray. I believe he came out in the Advent calendar as well as the Separatist shuttle. This is a pretty solid figure. His hat piece is really good. His face printing is also pretty solid. Even though the color is not exactly accurate, the torso is simple, yet really, it gets the job done. I really like these figures. Let's get on to the next ones. And for our next 3, on the left we have Turk Falso, and this is a pretty solid figure. He came out in the Hondo's tank set. He's from the Clone Wars. He's got the Clone Wars style face printing, which I honestly don't mind. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I like it. He's got really good back printing as well. His like ponytail goes all the way through. Then in the middle we have Pod Racing Young Anakin. He's also a really good figure. I like the helmet piece. We lost Turk. The helmet's like the old, just the standard X-Wing helmet with printing. And then on the right, we have just a Hoth Rebel captain or soldier. He came out in an Advent calendar. He's got the beard in there. He's a standard Hoth trooper. He's pretty solid. And let's get on to the next ones. And our last batch, we just have a regular IG droid. We didn't have this one. He's just a solid dark gray. I believe he came out in an Advent calendar as well. In the middle is my favorite figure from this haul. We got old Captain Rex from Rebels. He's got just really slight light blue printing on his torso, and it works pretty well, I think. He's also got some pretty nice back printing as well. And the face holds up pretty solid too, even though normally these hairless or hatless figures kind of look funky. I think he looks pretty solid. On the right, we have a young Padawan Obi-Wan. He's got the braid coming down on his torso, which is the standard hair. He's got nice back printing and an alternate face too. Yeah, pretty angry looking. And that does it for the haul, 21 figures. Let's go put them on the Lego wall. And here we have the updated wall. So up near the top, we have Luke up there, Qui-Gon, the droid, and the A-Wing pilots over there. We got Padawan Anakin, Episode 3 Anakin right there next to the pilot. We have the Tusken Raider in the middle by his own. Hoth Han Solo over there next to the Geonosian. The Wookiee Warrior and Ten Numb beneath him. That's funny because Ten Numb right there is in the white. Then the other version of Ten Numb is red and it looks a lot like Neon Numb. Maybe Lego didn't made a mistake. But yeah, Ten Numb up there. Let's see, B-Wing pilot right there. Next to all the Jabba sail barge, we got Wedge right there. We got the Death Star Trooper right there next to the Keychain Vader. I definitely need to switch him out when I get a real Vader, but he'll do fine right now. We got Newt Gunray and Turk Falso right there next to the Senate Guard. Then down below we have the Hoth Trooper in the middle. We have the IG Assassin Droid. Sorry it's a little dark, but he's right there on the end. And then let's see. We have Pod Racer Anakin up here next to Wald and Sebulba. We have Padawan Obi-Wan right there. And last but certainly not least, we have Captain Rex next to Dengar. And that does it for this haul. Stay tuned for the next one.